early into 2020, and you join us for what is now the race in Group B to make the top 4 in the group and progress to the round of 16 knockout. With just 4 game days remaining, including today. Jerusalem, who made the quarterfinals last year, are sitting in 2nd place in the group on 7-3, and Anwil Wloclawek are currently in 6th on 5-5. Here's the game day 11 games from yesterday. Banderma beating Ike, Rasta Vector beating Antwerp, and Hapoel Cortez beating San Pablo Burgos. This is a really close group, and it will go down to the last game day to decide which 4 teams come out of this group to go forward to the round of 16 knockout, which for the first time will be the best of 3, so even more excitement down the road. If Jerusalem win tonight, with Ike losing their last 2 games in the Basketball Champions League, they will reach the summit of the group. As we see the standings at the moment, Ike are currently top, but Jerusalem with a win here will go top. And as for Anwil Wloclawek, it's a bit more complicated. If they win, they will go on to the same win-loss record as San Pablo Burgos and Rasta Vector, 6-5, and then head-to-heads and countbacks will have to be decided to separate. If they lose, they will be on the same win-loss as Banderma, but they did have a 1-point win over Banderma earlier in the Basketball Champions League regular season. So we'll see where we stand at the end of the game tonight. Here is Hapoel Jerusalem. They are the road team tonight, and their main players. John Holland's just joined them, 17 points last week. Tamir Blatt's their leading assist man. To Sean Thomas, the MVP from game day 10 last week, with a perfect 10 of 10 from the field and 23 points. He's their leading rebounder. Solomon Bramo, watch out for him. 4.9 rebounds per game, but he was massive in the reverse fixture last time with 33 points and 6 rebounds and 3 assists. They'll be hoping for more of the same tonight on the road. As for Anwil Wloclawek, their main players, Chris Dow, Ricky Lido, Chase Simon, Tony Roten. Ricky Lido is playing really well and had a massive game in the Polish PLK, 28 points in just 27 minutes at the weekend. But also they got some really good homegrown players with the likes of Michael Sokolowski and their captain Szymon Szewczak, who had a big game at the weekend as well. There is Solomon Bramo. Massive game for them in game day 4. As for the results last week in game day 10, Jerusalem beat Rasta Vector on the road, 83-74, a massive victory, as I say, to Sean Thomas, the MVP of game day 10 with 23 points, 1 of 1 from 3, 9 of 9 from 2, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. John Holland with 17 points in his first outing in the Basketball Champions League. So, here we go. Hapoel Jerusalem being introduced first. Tamir Blatt, leading assist man, 7.6 points a game. Bart Timor, he's averaged 5.4 minutes a game and he's averaging 1.2 points a game. James Feldine has won wherever he has been, whether it's Israel or Greece. 31 years old now, 15.9 points per game for him. John Holland coming through, 31-year-old American Puerto Rican. 30 minutes for 17 points last week. Jacoban Brown, he is always ready, 29 years old. 14 points, 7 points a game, 4.1 rebounds. 92% from the free throw line for Jacoban Brown. As for Anwil Wloclawek, we are in the Hala Mestral. This place will be rocking tonight. 4 game days remaining, including this one. The reigning PLK champions, and for the last 2 years, they've won the Polish domestic league. They didn't get out of the regular season last year, but they have added to their squad, especially with Lido and Tony Roten really catching the eye. Ricky Lido is 16.6 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, 4.9 assists. And Tony Roten 18.5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 3.7 assists. Michael Sokolowski, 27-year-old Polish player, national team player, 23 minutes a game, 5.9 points a game, but he always has very balanced statistics. And I really like Szymon Szewczak. You watch him come in and the impact he will have on this team from inside the arc and beyond. Even though he stands at 6'10", he will stretch the floor and be a physical presence. Jerusalem lost at the weekend to Coach Kachis' old team. He won the league in 2009 with Galil Gilboa, and they lost to them at the weekend. As for Anwil, they just keep rolling along. Both teams are in second place in their domestic leagues. And they beat Paul Farmer 109-78, did. And there's Tashon Thomas, the MVP from last week. Just a very dangerous player. And now they've added John Holland, who is a big-time player as well, 31-year-old American. They are going to be a very dangerous outfit. Here's the referees. Gentian Cici from Albania, Radomir Bojanovic from Montenegro, and Geert Jacobs from Belgium. Always top officials to oversee this fantastic tournament. 4th season of the Basketball Champions League. And Jerusalem will be looking to go better than the quarterfinals last year, where they were beaten by Tenerife. Last year's winners, Bologna. Previous year winners, like, and the inaugural winners were Tenerife. Starting five just up on your screen there from Jerusalem. They are very deep and very talented team. And here they are: Tamir Black, James Fielding, Solomon Bramo, John Holland, and Tashon Thomas, the MVP from last week. Here is David Oded Katash. What can you say about him? He's been with Jerusalem since 2018. He's just won the Jerusalem League and Cup double. Israeli national team coach 2017. It's his second spell at Jerusalem. He was there 2010, 2011. And he was Eurobasket's top scorer in 1998 as a player. And I've looked at those stats. It wasn't just points for that tournament. He was great right across the board. Over to Anwil Wloclawek, starting five: Chris Dow, Ricky Leader, Sean Jones, Roland Freemanis, and Mikhail Sokolowski. Tony Roten will come off the bench yet again, and watch him go as he comes off. He's a real spark for this team. And Igor Milicic, 43-year-old Croatian, been with Anwil since 2015. And he was as a player as well with the club. Croatian national team, under-18 European silver, and Croatian senior national team in 1998 as well. So, two experienced coaches. Let's listen in to Igor Milicic and Coach Katash. So much riding on this game. We've heard the coaches, we've seen the players, we're going to hear the crowd throughout this 40 minutes, if that's enough to separate these two great teams from Israel, Hapoel Jerusalem, and Poland, the reigning PLK champions. And this crowd will be in for a treat. There's the captain, looking very relaxed, Szymon Szewczak. Really enjoyed watching him play. Always a positive influence on his team. Will do what needs to be done. Chris Dow there, 22 minutes, 11 points a game he's averaging. And Felding ready to go. Many MVP and Team of the Week players within this group, and of course we have the current most valuable player for the Basketball Champions League from last week's game day 10, Tashon Thomas. But Felding can light it up anytime, anywhere. Sean Jones has had some big games recently. Last time I was here, he had a huge dunk. Some huge dunks and a huge block to stop a dunk against San Pablo Burgos. More of the same, I'm sure, in store. Anwil Wloclawek in the white and Hapoel Jerusalem in the dark uniforms, and Anwil Wloclawek going from our right to left have the tip and the first chance to get on the scoreboard. Ricky Lido to Chris Dow. Shots up from deep is good. Nothing but net for Ricky Lido. He's on fire in the Basketball Champions League and in the PLK, but watch out. Straight back at you, James Felding. Don't take your eye off this one, ladies and gents, boys and girls. This is going to be a thriller, I'm sure. Basketball Champions League action on live basketball.tv. Sokolowski. Lido, number one. Is he going to be number one? But there's a turnover. Is he going to be number one at the end of the season? With Anwil Wloclawek. Didn't get out the regular season last season. 4-10. I think they've got a real good chance this year, but it's such a tight group. Holland, new to this team, just along the baseline. Deep three. Blatt, known for his assists, number one on the team, but drains the three. 6-3 Jerusalem. They are coming out firing. Chris Dow, Wloclawek need to move the ball. Lido. Shot clock running down. Felding. He's going past Felding. He can't get the score to go. But Freemanis gets the rebound. That's what he will do. He will just pick up the rebounds, pick up the pieces. Really good role player for Anwil Wloclawek. To Sean Thomas. Shots up Felding. Long. Sokolowski, he can go coast to coast. Maybe he will. Penetrate, kick. And a step out of bounds. Two quick turnovers for Ricky Lido after the three. Nice penetrating kick, avoiding the charge as well, but Lido was very close to the sideline. Inside, nice pass and an easy left-hand finish for Sean Thomas. The MVP for last week is up and running. And he's 100% yet again. 1 from the field. And young Tamir Black with the assist. Jerusalem by 3. Shots up and good for 3 to tie the game. Roland Freemanis. He's 100%. 1 2-pointer, 1 3-pointer. And there's a steal. Here comes a 2-on-1. Back to Lido. Thought he was going to throw that down, but the alley-oop layup will do. Wloclawek by 2, 10-8. What a game already. It's got a feeling of a playoff game. Thomas. All the way across. Holland is good for 3. Both teams red hot from behind the arc. Nice, balanced, calm shot by John Holland. Lido, bounce pass. Back up by Sean Jones. Former Jerusalem player. He will want to impress. Missed the left hand, but he went straight back up again. Like all good rebounders do. Blatt, high screen, Thomas. Holland, back to Blatt. High screen, Thomas. Inside, Thomas, but Sokolowski intervenes. A mid-range jump shot off the quick post up. Chris Dow. Both teams putting on a clinic of offensive talent here at the Halamistro. Great venue to play at and to be a spectator. Holland. Excuse me, Bramall. Solomon Bramall. Here's Holland. Inside, Bramall. Back outside. Felding for three. Nothing but net. And nothing but excellence from both teams as the game is tied at 14. And the noise ramps up yet again, if that's possible. Tamir Blatt fouls on the pick and roll there. And Tony Wright hasn't even entered the game yet. Wait for him to come in and see what happens. Sokolowski inside. Lido. Excuse me, to Sean Jones, but ball's knocked loose. But it still remains with Anwil Wloclawek as Coach Tashias, who's seen it all before, looks on as a player and as a coach. Throw down off the alley-oop for Chris Dow. He is starting to really have a positive impact for this team. Look out, takeoff and landing. Wloclawek by 2. Holland inside, ball's knocked loose, but Thomas gets it back, but not a second time as Wloclawek get the steal. Lido nearly out of bounds again, but he gets it back. He pulls up from way downtown, and he misses the long-range effort. These players can do no wrong at the moment and giving us entertainment of the highest echelons. In comes Mindaugas Kupsas for Jerusalem. Offensive foul, Jerusalem. Jacobian Brown can't quite work out what's happened there, but it is his first foul. Just over halfway through the first quarter. It's Group B action, Basketball Champions League game, day 11, the race for the top 4 in Group B. One-footed fadeaway with high arc by Freemanis. He's playing great for his team, just what they require. Steps out on the pick and roll, gets back to defend Braemar, and a 3 is good. This is off the charts, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Jacobian Brown. Wloclawek to answer. They have a 1-point lead. Lido, high pick and roll, still Lido. Great pass, and an attempted throwdown by Sean Jones. That was perfect timing on the pick and roll and the one-handed bounce pass. Right through the gap around Kupsas. Sean Jones just couldn't get the throwdown to go. Sean Jones, the lefty. .8% from the free throw line. Sean Jones, ex Dinamo Sassari, Hapoel Holon last year as well, and Hapoel Jerusalem. And the press immediately gets the ball back. Tony Roten in the game. For 3, just short Sokolowski. And it's a 2-on-1 and a throwdown for John Holland, number 23. Got to take care of the ball. Turnover went to a miss, and then another turnover went to a make for Jerusalem. 1-point lead, Wloclawek. Freemanis tries to force it inside to Jones. Felding. Thomas. All the way across, Holland, catch and shoot. He likes that spot, that's the second one tonight. He's knocked down and Jerusalem have the lead by 2. 3 minutes. Tony Roten, what can he create tonight? Great pass and a throwdown. Sean Jones, right on cue. Tony Roten, such a threat as a scorer, but what a pass and a big time play by Sean Jones. Again, same spot. That's 3 of 3. Holland is on fire from the right-hand corner. High scoring, high octane affair here at the Halamistro. Roten looking for an option. He's turned it over this time. Nice job by Kubsas. Just stayed in the lane. Jacob Brown high above the hoop. And a throwdown by Tashawn Thomas. And the biggest lead of the game belongs to Jerusalem. Anwil Wloclawek with the timeout. Woo! Hope you're enjoying it, everybody, on livebasketball.tv. You won't get much better basketball than this anywhere in Europe. Let's listen in to the coaches.
Easy points for them. If you have enough power, call the stop yourself. Call the stop yourself.
The stat that really steps out there is Anwil Wloclawek, 2 of 4 from 3.
When you run, maybe you're going to pass it. Okay.
And Jerusalem, as we see some of the highlights, 7 of 8 behind the arc on the road in Poland is just extraordinary. 87.5%. The teams, as we see that slam dunk from the beautiful pass from Roten, he just seems to pick up the pace of the game so quick. That's why he's so effective coming off the bench, 6th man. And 9 of 12, the two teams from behind the three-point arc. So we take our breath, and Anwil Wloclawek have an end-line possession. Don't forget, they lost last week. They're 5-5. They won't want to lose 2 in a row. They have had some wonderful games, wonderful results. Inside push shot off the glass. 3 minutes, scoring in many ways. Another assist. 10 assists. Also for Jerusalem, 7 assists now for Wloclawek. That's fantastic basketball. A turnover almost. There is. Lido grabs the ball off Kuksas. Lido, penetrate, kick. Screen, Tony Roten on the run. Tony Roten. Tony Roten off the wing, and he's a real handful. Such a fun player to watch. And Felding comes out. Three minutes, extra pass. Sokolowski, can he knock down a 3? Oh yes, he can. From the corner, tied at 27 into the last minute. It's edge of your seat stuff already. Blatt, he's already hit 1 3 from there. Wrap around pass, Thomas for 3. He was 1 of 1 from 3-point range last week. Misses that one. Wloclawek can regain the lead. Off the glass, round the rim and down for Ricky Lido. Don't forget, he had 28 points in 27 minutes at the weekend in the PLK. He is feeling it from anywhere on the court. 3-point lead for Wloclawek. Jacob Brown fouled by the captain of Wloclawek, Szymon Szewczak. Directing his troops already as he comes on the floor. He knows above anybody else how important this game is for the club. Need to get back to winning ways. Szewczak's first foul. Jerusalem's lost at the weekend to Galil Gabo. Broke a long winning streak in the Israeli Super League, and now as a foul, Jacob Karolak. Good drive by Jacob Brown, such a threat himself. Belding, penetrate, kicks, shots up. Romo just short Sokolowski, who'd come all the way out, got back to get the rebound. Shots up right at the buzzer, just off by Karolak. And a breathless first quarter comes to an end. It's Anwil Wloclawek 30, Hapoel Jerusalem 27. Here's some of the statistics on the first half. 100% from 2. Jerusalem 7 of 10 from 3. Let's listen into the coaches. The extraordinary thing about the statistic, with Jerusalem being 7 of 10 from 3, is they're still 3 behind. Wloclawek 4 of 7 from 3, 8 of 10 from 2. 9 assists for Wloclawek, 10 assists for Jerusalem, 19 assists in total. So both teams doing a great job defensively as well. There's turnovers, 6 turnovers for Jerusalem, something they've got to address. 5 steals for Wloclawek, 4 turnovers for them. That was Chris Dow, just a little post up. That's a major highlight play for Dow as well. Just coming round from the top, from the three-point area. And then Freeman, that's a lovely one-legged fadeaway. And then Holland, who's been on fire from the corner for three-point territory, with 3 of 3 from the corner, throws it down. There he is, there's one of the threes from the corner, and then Roten with a beautiful pass. Sean Jones, he just catches and throws it down. John Hollins made all his threes from exactly the same spot. So, beautifully poised here in Wloclawek, Poland. 3-point lead for the team in 6th against the team in 2nd, who with a win can go top of Group B tonight. Almost a steal, deflection. Jacob Brown, Tamir Black will take the 3, just long. Jacob Karolak remains in, playing some important minutes. Szewczak, Sokolowski. Ball's knocked loose from Tony Roten. Braemar not giving Tony Roten any room to manoeuvre. If you lead on the bench. Christoph Salima also in. He had a big game. Decent game at the weekend. Roten left hand is good with the underhand scoop. With Lido off and Dow off, Tony Roten will run the show for Anwil Wloclawek. Felding, 5-point lead for Wloclawek. Blatt to Felding, he will knock down the 3, yes he will. So confident the way he's playing tonight. James Felding knocks down another 3, reduces the arrears to 2 points for Jerusalem. Sokolowski, Tony Roten again, left hand, blocked! Not in this house, but Sokolowski gets it back. The captain, just long. Shevchuk, and now Tamir Black. Felding inside, but the pass couldn't be held onto by Bremo. Tony Roten. Oh, what a pass, what a catch, and what a finish. That is a top-level no-look pass from Tony Roten. And Christoph Salima gets the finish. Deep three by Felding, misses everything. That was early in the shot clock as well. Roten blocked at the rim. Not blocked at the rim. Have to have another look at this. This is a highlight play from both teams. Roten goes to the hoop. Looks like a foul potentially. Nothing called. 4-point lead for Wloclawek. Roten with the inbounds. What can he create here? Shevchuk, he will look at the threes, taking it in, and he's fouled. 2'9", 37 years old now, the captain of Anwil Wloclawek. It's been Anwil since 2017. That's Bremo's first foul. That's Sizmon Shevchuk. He knocks down the free throw, and the organ plays. He was the 35th pick by the Milwaukee Bucks in 2003. Plays in the Las Vegas Summer League. He was the German League Rookie of the Year in 2003 as well. And still producing, and another excellent defensive play and defensive effort by Anwil Wloclawek. They forced the turnover, 6-point lead for Wloclawek. Another memorable night at the Hala Mistral in the Basketball Champions League. It's already unfolding. Pressure defense by Jacobin Brown. He stumbles. Roten, right-handed this time. He is determined to get to the hoop. Gets his own miss twice, but can't get it to go. Tamir Black to Sean Thomas. Puts it on the floor. And he can't get it to go. Good defense by Wloclawek and Christoph Salima. Shevchuk for three, no good. He's missed both of his long-range efforts. Well, Jerusalem just with 4 rebounds for Wlocławek's 10, but there hasn't been many missed shots. So there's not going to be a lot of rebounds on offer so far. There is a whistle. Let's have a look at this one. Karolek with the foul. Giving good minutes for this Wlocławek team. Tony Roten and Ricky Lido on together. What a 1-2 punch they are. And good defense by Lido with another steal. Pass ahead. Primanis with the dunk. Oh my goodness. What a bullet pass by Lido. Great hands by Primanis. The steal, the push ahead, the head up, the pass, and the slam. It's worth another look. Great finish. Real calmness about Primanis tonight. And Coach Katash has the latest problems to deal with. Let's listen in. last thing Coach said there was keep it simple, and there's nothing simple about this game. This is an incredibly entertaining game, and it's because the players are basically so good and the effort levels are so high, and they're playing together. No one's trying to do it themselves. They're using their teammates, and Lido with the steal there, and a great pass ahead. So Sean Thomas was back. That had to be precision. An absolutely perfect passing it was, and Freemaness did the rest. Biggest lead of the night for either team, Wloclawek by 8. Hope you're enjoying the action. In Wloclawek, Poland, step back three is good for Jacob Brown. Nine of 14 now from behind the arc. Hapoel Jerusalem. Roten straight through the middle of two defenders, and he gets to the bucket, but he's coming up limping slightly. Keep an eye on him, his right leg. Looks in slight discomfort. Baseline, penetrate, kick. Tamir Black, no good. Ricky Lido pulls up, looks at the three, back to Lido. Tony Roten, Euro step, finishes with his left hand from the right. Jacob Brown. Tamir Black, good defense on the step up by Shivchek. To Sean Thomas, Jacob Brown turns down the three. Just going at his own pace. Luring Szymon Shivchek in to the foul. That was beautiful by Jacob Brown. He's got pace, but he's got plenty of different gears to work through. Ricky Lido in conversation with the ref. It's Ricky Lido's first foul. Jacob Brown. %92% from the free throw line. 14.7 points a game, 4.1 rebounds, 3.6 assists coming into this game, and he knocks down the free throws. 7-point lead for Wloclawek. The place here is rocking. Anwil Wloclawek shots up, Lido catches and fires. He's off left. Beautiful pass. Holland is fouled in between Shivchek and Chris Dow. Another excellent pass ahead, this time by Jerusalem. And Shivchek, productive minutes again for his club, but he's on 2 fouls. Will have to take a seat. John Holland, just new signing for Jerusalem. Former NBA and G League player, and played in France and Spain. And a foul. Jacob Brown with the foul there against Tony Roten. He protects the ball so well. Just hand checking there. Second foul for Brown. So Coach Katash has decisions to make in relation to Jacob Brown. Lido. Bounce pass inside to Sean Jones. Straight back in the game and just finishes with that sweet left hand. Brown, extra pass, Holland's favourite spot, and it's still his favourite spot. Only difference is that hit the hoop slightly on the way down. The other three have been nothing but net. Sharp shooting from John Holland. Tony Roten Tony Roten just throws it up and down. Is Sean Jones with a throwdown. Jones right at the front of the hoop as the help came across. Sean Jones threw it down with authority. This time from the other side, no difference. It makes no difference. John Holland is perfect from behind the arc. Stupendous play from Jerusalem's #1, but Ricky Lido not far off that description also. Ball ahead. Felding fouled by Freemanis as he attacked the hoop. And it's timeout called by Katash by Jerusalem.
And get in, we need to penetrate all the way and get in. We need to get some stops. We need to change the matchup. Nimrod, you guard Sean Jones. Say you take Roden. You guard the foreman. You guard the... You guard Doe. You guard Nimrod. Anna, we need to send a message now.
Some wonderful highlights from this game tonight. 3-pointers, dunks, great individual play. That is a bird's eye view of the Sean Jones slam dunk. He's just that sort of player, Sean Jones, in and around the hoop. And good athlete. End line out of bounds. And it's straight away with a steal, 2-on-1. Lido. They may still get something out of it. Great save by Dow. And they do get the steal now to Sean Thomas. He wants a guard to take it, but he's going all the way and he almost gets the finish. Here comes Wloclawek. Tony Roten off the glass, he misses, but Freemanis right at the front of the hoop to clean up. Incredible pace and effort and energy this game is being played with. To Sean Thomas, back outside, inside, blocked at the rim by Sean Jones, not in this house. Tony Roten, unreal. Euro step, underhanded reverse layup. 2 blocks for Jerusalem, first block for Wloclawek. Nimrod Levy it was that was fouled. Deep three is short. Jerusalem have just gone off the boil slightly from behind the arc. Here comes Wloclawek, they're 9 ahead. They're still 9 ahead. Freemanis chases it down, but he's just stepped on the end line. Whew. What a game. What a competition it is. The 4th edition of the Basketball Champions League on live basketball.tv. The only place to watch every game of this season's Basketball Champions League. Beautiful play there by to Sean Thomas, last week's MVP in the Basketball Champions League. One dribble, turn, spin, and right-handed finish. Crucial moments in this game. 7-point lead for Wloclawek. Roten, no way to stop him. Left-handed from either side of the hoop. Another 2-pointer for Tony Roten. Pull up, James Feldine for 3. Incredible shot making from both teams. Left-hand dribble, pulls up, knocks down the 3. Timeout. Anwil Wloclawek off the high screen, and well, he's such a sharp shooter, Feldine. Add in the mix, John Holland. Jerusalem are a potent offensive weapon. Let's listen into Coach Milicic.
Fighting him through. Maybe he's gonna make up his foul. And then when he gets the ball, we did a good job. Okay, you go in front of him, he makes a simple. First play. Get the good back screen. We go C5. So, bring the ball up. You have to go in screen. Set the screen, 4-man, free kick. So here, screen, attack, and you outside of the paint, set the screen. Okay, free kick. You're gonna have handoff, so every Sean, big.
The two teams now combining for 16 for 30 from behind the arc, and it's just incredible play. 15 assists for Jerusalem, 12 assists for Wloclawek. Of course, with Tony Roten in, he does assist, but he likes to make his one-on-one plays as well. So the assists go down, but the point production doesn't when Roten's on the floor at times. 54 points to Wloclawek, 48 to Jerusalem, and we're off and running. Chris Dow. And Chris Dow gets all the way to the hoop with some fancy ball handling. Wonderful play by the American playmaker. Braymont. Tamir Blatt. Tamir Blatt, hesitation off the glass, is fouled. So Tamir Blatt at the line. If you look at Sean Jones, the former Hapoel Jerusalem player. Tamir Blatt, 22 years old. 88.9% from the free throw line. He's won the Israeli Cup twice with Jerusalem over the last 2 seasons, and the League Cup in 2019. He's a 3-time Israeli League All-Star, 2017 to 2019. And he's 22 years old. What a career he's had, and what a career he's going to have for club. And of course, I'm sure Coach Tash has hopes for country as well. Roten. He was determined to take on Sullivan Braymont, and he gets the foul. Wloclawek are in team fouls. Jerusalem have still got a couple of fouls. 1 foul to give after this one. Excuse me, 2 fouls to give. Jerusalem, so Anwil Wloclawek from the baseline, and it's almost stolen. It is. Brilliant save. Holland for 2-point slam. Brilliant defense by Jerusalem, and the save was exquisite from the sideline behind the back. And Holland with a 2-point throwdown. Lido uses all his strength to fend off the defense of Jerusalem and just drops it off the front of the hoop. 20 seconds remaining in the quarter and the first half. Nice pass to Sean Thomas, all alone inside, and he scores right at the hoop, the game day 10 MVP. 6-point lead, 4-point lead for Wloclawek. A nice run by Jerusalem, getting it right back to 4 points, the difference. Dan Zemelson is in for Jerusalem. So Ricky Lido, as time runs down, he will want to get this shot up right at the buzzer, and that's missed everything. That's not what Anwil Wloclawek wanted, but it ends an exhilarating half of basketball here in Poland. Anwil Wloclawek lead by 4, 58-54 versus Hapoel Jerusalem. Incredible play by both teams. Wloclawek 72% from two-point range, 63% from three-point range is Hapoel Jerusalem. 17 assists to Hapoel Jerusalem, 12 to Wloclawek. Only 7 rebounds, no offensive rebounds for Jerusalem, but they've shot the ball so well. And incredibly, they're 4 down. Top scorers, 13 for 3 minutes. Lido 12, Rotten 10. Holland, Feldin and Thomas for Hapoel Jerusalem. Holland 21 points, following on from his 17-point performance from last week, which was his first game in the Basketball Champions League, having just joined Jerusalem. So I'll leave you with the highlights of this. I'm running out of superlatives to describe the action we've been watching. Just awesome first half, followed by the top 10 plays in the Basketball Champions League as it stands at the moment. And then I'll be back after that. But during the halftime break, please do download the Basketball Champions League app if you haven't already done so. It has everything you need for the Basketball Champions League this season. Keep you across everything: players, teams, breaking stories, transfers, players in, players out, power rankings, which is always good fun with Igor Kuricic, and some great articles by the FIBA journalists. So don't go anywhere. We have got a classic on our hands. Don't forget, Jerusalem won heavily in Jerusalem in the reverse fixture earlier in the season, but it's not like that tonight. At the moment, Anwil Wloclawek by 4. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you shortly.
turned over as just quicker. Oh, he just throws it down. The steal and the throwdown, quickness. And he's not taking any prisoners on this one.
Dalton hands it off. Wloclawek. Oh, and the big finish by Hankins. Makes it in. Unbelievable. Only a player like Brasino can make a shot like that.
Zumon has it. Ulmer steps through. Well, the end product was too easy. Great decision. Barrera lines it up in transition again. Is off. Defensive rebound. Nope. Oh, what a pass.
Oh, lovely backdoor and the finish from Simpson.
Right inside for the throwdown. Big time move by a big time player.
Two-on-one, three-on-one break. Oh, what a block. Oh, what a block by Shorter. This is the play of the game.
Anwil Wloclawek 58, Hapoel Łaskawa 54, 30 do 27, pierwsza kwarta, druga.
So welcome back as we look around the crowd, who have been royally entertained in the first half here at the Hala Mistral. Not for the first time this season. There's been some wonderful games. Anwil Wloclawek 5-5 in 6th place. Just to remind you, or if you're just joining us here on livebasketball.tv, as we look at the Wloclawek top scorers. 3 minutes, 13 points, Lido 12. Tony Roten coming off the bench with 10 points. Some eye-catching moments for him. Roland's Freeman has been really impressed with him each time I've commentated on him, and tonight is no exception. Doing a really good job for his team. Just plays within the system. Rebounds, set screens, and will score for you as well. Nine players have scored for Wloclawek in that first half. Just 5 players for Jerusalem. as I say, as I said earlier at the pre-game, Jerusalem can go top of the group with a win tonight. Holland 21 points for Jerusalem, Feldine 12, Thomas 8 points, and John Holland 21 points in a half of basketball. 5, he is 100%. He's following on from Zashawn Thomas. He said to him, anything you can do, I can do just as well, if not better. 7 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from 2, 5 from 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, for an efficiency of 22 at the half. Jerusalem 6 of 6. And Wloclawek 4 from 4 from the free throw line. So 10 of 10 from the free throw line for both teams. It's just exemplary basketball, played at a high level with high intensity. And there is Holland, 21 points. 5 of 5. From 3-point range, 2 of 2 from 2 points, 2 of 2 from free throw line. In 17 minutes and 36 seconds of play. It's very efficient. 1 assist to go with that, and 1 steal and 1 turnover. But Holland's come over. He's been acquired very recently, just played the 1 game in the Basketball Champions League, and he played at the weekend as well. And had a big game there as well. 19 points in 31 minutes. 6 rebounds as well in the loss versus Coach Katashi's old team that he won the Israeli League with in 2009, Galil Gabaa. They lost 93-98.
It's all about defense. We're going to create some mismatches for the matchup. Right? JB, avoiding fouls, Roten is not a good matchup. Better lead. Because he go aggressive on the play, Lido will settle with tough shots.
Go! Chris, set a screen! Sean, set a screen! Chris, attack! Go! You follow him back. You are safe. Hey, you are safe. Spread and follow him. When you attack, you're gonna go for us. So two times is the spacing. One time we'll see.
So we're just moments away from the resumption of this heavyweight bout in Group B. The race for the top 4 is well and truly underway. Jerusalem can go top with a win. They will remain second with a loss. Ike in top spot at the moment, having lost 2 games on the spin themselves in 2020. And as for Anwil Wloclawek, they go up to 5th. For definite with a win. But they'll be in a tie then with Rusta Vector and San Pablo Burgos, and then it all becomes down to head-to-heads and countbacks. They'll all be on 5 and 6. Excuse me, 6 and 5. And Derma at the moment on 5 and 6. Which Anwil Wloclawek do have the head-to-head. They played them once, beat them by 1 point in Turkey. They play them again in another couple of weeks. So this is an amazing game, but there's going to be some extraordinary matchups down the stretch, particularly in this group. An alley-oop attempt by Wloclawek. Straight out of the playbook there for Coach Milicic, but Jerusalem recovered. Jerusalem in black, going from right to left in the black uniforms. Wloclawek in the white with the blue stripes. Shots up is short for 3, with the blue edging on the kit, blue and green. And Lido down the middle, can't get elevated and above the defense, but he'll take a 3, and he knocks that down. He was momentarily frustrated, but not for long, because the ball came straight to him in the corner and he knocked down the 3. Good start for Wloclawek. So Sean Thomas from the elbow is good. Fundamental basketball from Thomas, last week's game day MVP, game day 10. Well, he was 100% from the field, as is Holland tonight for Jerusalem. Chris Dow just went down a cul-de-sac there, couldn't get the pass off. Jacob Brown pulls up from the free throw line. No problem. Chris Dow really put himself in a problem there. Just couldn't get the pass off, but no issues for Jacob Brown as he knocks it down. Baseline drive, and the ball lost by Freemanis. Jerusalem on the run, but Ricky Lido with a great poke away on defense. Just super talented players all over the court. Good defense without fouling. Jacob Brown at the top, into the corner. Shots up and is good. James Felding. He was thwarted with the layup. Not this time. They couldn't get out to him quick enough. And he knocks down the three. Freemanis was just a touch too slow. Chris Dow. Crossover. Shots up by Sokolowski is long for three. And the game is tied, and Jerusalem have come out with some real force. Good catch by Tashawn Thomas Bramau. No good for three, but right there at the front of the hoop to continue his 100% effort is John Holland. Holland right at the front of the hoop for the putback tap. Putback tip in, and timeout for Wloclawek, and just like that, Hapoel Jerusalem regain the lead.
That's why we have this and one on the warm-up. And one on the field drill. Foul. Tony. We have to be quicker. Go in 5 motion. What I want to see. Soko. Slip on Tony. Tony. Soko. Ricky. Wait here. And slip. And then good screen. Sean. Good screen for Ricky. Hey. Oh. Keep going.
Just looking at the stats, and it's the first second chance points that Hapoel Jerusalem have got. With Jacob Brown's putback tip in. Salomon Bramau speaking quite animatedly with the referee, and John Holland just continues to play incredible basketball on the offensive end. 23 points. He matches Tashawn Thomas from last week, and he's 100% as well. So will he be MVP game day 11? Let's see what unfolds. Ricky Lido might have something to say about that. Lido, good catch by Sean Jones, but it's blocked by Bramo at the rim. Jacob Brown, Jerusalem looking really dangerous at both ends of the floor. Good pass, quick pass, extra pass, and the finish by Tashawn Thomas, off balance. Fouled by the former Jerusalem player, Sean Jones. Great strength and concentration shown by Tashawn Thomas. Sean Thomas, former Hapoel Holon, and with Hapoel Jerusalem since 2018, winning the cup twice. Knocks down that free throw, and just like that, Jerusalem have a 5-point lead. And another block. The one-on-one moves are not working. Tony Roten blocked that time. Holland. And he may have just tweaked his ankle. Holland explodes from the three-point line and spins Lido round. Foul on the floor. Jacob Brown. High screen by Thomas. Back to Jacob Brown. Thomas, he dribbles, extra pass. Ball's loose, and Lido gets the rebound. Lido pulls up for three. Too long. Bramo with the rebound. Wloclawek have gone cold. Fade away. Jacob Brown with a fantastic move. Fading away. To 3, Jerusalem lead in the third quarter. 68-61 overall. Jerusalem leading. Roten. Another block. The defense has really heated up, but Sean Jones finally gets a left-hand jump hook to go. They just got away to the storm, Wloclawek, because Jerusalem have come out with real intent in this third quarter. Quick foul. And it's offensive foul on the screen. Wloclawek have a chance now to cut the deficit to 2. Bramo just swinging his arms up. Foul is called, so he'll have to sit. As the noise levels rise, Tony Roten, again, he just can't get it to go, going with his left hand from the right. Jacob Brown, great pass, but the dunk is missed. Explosive dunk by Feldin is missed. Beautiful no-look pass. And Sean Jones just doing enough to stop Feldin getting the slam. I think Feldin's okay, he's made of tough stuff. Not sure if that's a foul, but that's what's gone up on the screen. So can Wloclawek get underway in this third quarter offensively? Roten passes inside. Foul called. Zalmanson is on the floor. Zalmanson or Holland, one of the two there. Both of them were ripping at the ball. It's a foul on Aidan Zalmanson. 24-year-old Israeli. First foul. Tony Roten with the end line out of bounds. Sokolowski. Lido. Fouls are piling up for Jerusalem. One more, and they will be in team fouls. Jacob Brown, that's his third. If it was, in fact, a foul on Brown. Jones to Roten. Roten for 3, very casual, but he gets his own rebound. No-look pass to Sean Jones. He looked out to the wing, and he passed straight underneath to Jones. That's pretty to watch. Mid-air pass as well. And Zalmanson wasn't ready for that. I'm not sure anybody was ready for that, but that's the way Tony Roten plays. Lido, they've got to share the ball when they can. 21-14, Jerusalem lead the assist count. Lido. Jones can't get that to go, he just couldn't get airborne. To Sean Thomas, right down the middle of the defense. Carrying on his good play from last week. Beautiful bounce pass from Jacob Brown as well. 5-point lead, Jerusalem. Freemanis has got good touch tonight, and he continues to pour in the points. Full court pass. You can't take your eye off this for a moment. Thomas with the catch and finish off the full court pass. Straight over the top of Freemanis. And Thomas calmly finishes with the left hand. Sean Thomas up to 17 points. Obviously created the trend for his teammates, going 100% last week. And John Holland with 23 points in 24 minutes is 100% tonight. Right across the board offensively. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Ricky Lido at the line. 88.9% from the line. He misses that one. Jerusalem 7 of 7 from the line. Wloclawek 5 of 6. Nimrod Levy in. Nice pass and cut. But Felding couldn't get it to go. Tony Roten in the open floor, attacks, goes through 2 defenders. It was 1 against 3. He maybe should have just passed it back out. Jacobin Brown gets called up in midair. And it's that man, Szymanowicz Szewczak, doing good things on defense without fouling. Moves his big frame. Just does enough to interfere with Jacobin Brown scoring that bucket. Lido to Roten. They just need to move the ball a bit quicker, I think. Roten attacks off the glass. He can't be held down for too long. It's a tough move, though. He's gone right from the right-hand side, right across to the left, but it cuts the lead to 2. Inside. Triple team, but that leaves Nimrod Levy open. He just can't get the jump hook to go. And Wloclawek can tie the game or take the lead with a 3. Ricky Lido, again, just forcing it. But they retain possession. Lido and Tony Roten just starting to try and take over, and this Jerusalem defense are so tough and well organised. That will be very difficult to do. Let's see what happens here. Roten with the inbounds from the baseline. Substitutions. Chris Dow in. Ricky Lido out. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists for Lido. Roten looking for options. He's having to throw it all the way out to Dow. Dow penetrates, kicks. Szewczak back outside. Shot clock running down. Dow's going to spin and somehow gets it to go with a baseline jump shot. Made an incredible shot a few weeks ago when I commentated on him. Same sort of area. Same thing again to Sean Thomas, game tied. Jacobin Brown for 3 is good. Jacobin Brown off the dribble, as cool as you like. That was beautiful. Tony Roten. And Wloclawek respond in kind. Wloclawek. Roten again, he's getting his shot blocked. He's determined to go one-on-one. Jacobin Brown. Shots up from the corner is long. And Sokolowski, last player to touch the ball, and good job by Zalmanson getting inside position on Sokolowski on that rebound. Felding and Roten just sharing a comment there. 2 great players lighting up this game and lighting up this season. Just under a minute remaining in the third. Jerusalem by 2. We're just waiting to see, and that is a foot on the line. It's a foot clearly on the line. Good spot by the referees and the video monitor. So Jerusalem in team fouls. Wloclawek have 2 fouls to give. So I'm sure they'll be thinking about that during the defensive sequences to come. Feldy, high screen, Zalmanson inside, but he drops the ball, ball's loose. Tony Roten is good, and Wloclawek tie the game yet again. Zalmanson just couldn't catch the pass, and Roten did the rest. Tamir Black from downtown, Holland rebound. Zalmanson, he's blocked, but he's fouled by Freemanis. Nice pass, good fake by Zalmanson. And Freemanis came over, he thinks, I'm sure, that he got a clean block, but not to be on this occasion. Zalmanson's made both his free throws up until tonight, 2 of 2, but he's missed that one. Averaging 8 minutes a game, 4.2 points a game, 2.3 rebounds, so he's, for the time he's on the floor, he's doing a good job for his team, and he knocks down 1 of 2. And Jerusalem lead by 1. 4-second differential between game and shot clock. Remember, Jerusalem in team fouls. Any foul, Wloclawek will go to the line for 2 shots, and it's all Tony Roten. Shots up is just short by Roten. And in comes Christoph Selima. It was Tony Roten off the catch, and the dribble between the legs. Nil of 0 from 2 at the moment. Roten for behind the arc. They're 5 of 17 now. Anwil Wloclawek as they tie the game again. Chris Dow on this occasion. 80% from the line, and he drains both. And he's 100% tonight from the line as well. 5.2 seconds. Zalmanson out. Game clock running down. Jacoban Brown off one leg. Can't get it to go, and the third quarter ends with more excitement to come. End of the third. Anwil Wloclawek 76, Hapoel Jerusalem 75. That's a good recovery by Anwil Wloclawek. They were down heavily in this quarter and they end up losing it by 3. Here's some of the stats. 63% from 2 for Anwil Wloclawek, 54% for 3 from Hapoel Jerusalem. Let's listen into the coaches. Wonderful highlights yet again. Beautiful no-look pass off the offensive rebound by Roten on that occasion to Sean Jones, and then straight down the middle of the defense directly after that score. It's often the best time to get a quick score immediately after someone else has scored, especially if they're not running back quick enough. And Tony Roten, they were frustrated for a while. Jerusalem came out really tough at the start of the third quarter, certainly the first half of the third quarter. And that's an extraordinary shot by Chris Dow. He's gone up with his weak hand and made the shot. And then Zalmason just couldn't hang on to that pass, and then Roten up against Felding, just with that Euro step, just slows down a touch. Felding carries on past him. It's a real clever move, of course made famous in the NBA by James Harden. There are similarities between Roten and Harden. We're into the fourth quarter. Is it going to be enough? 40 minutes to separate these two great clubs. Jacoban Brown for three, no good. Chris Dow almost loses, he does lose it. Great job by Tamir Blatt. It's 10 turnovers now for Anwil Wloclawek. 13 turnovers for Hapoel Jerusalem. Every play crucial. Felding, 15 points with the ball, makes the pass to Ramo. And Sokolowski with the foul. Sokolowski's second foul, the Polish international, played in the World Cup last summer. Felding, a deep two is good off the dribble. Such a dangerous player. And he's a star in this Basketball Champions League. Tony Roten talking to stars, here's another one. What's he gonna do next? Shivchek, he's gonna make an assist to his captain, Szymon Shivchek, who makes his first three of the game. 6 of 18 now, quicker pass, Blatt for three. No good, Roten with the rebound. Roten pulls up for three, is good. It rattled around, but it dropped. And Anwil Wloclawek are on another run. Excellent play by the incomparable Tony Roten. Timeout, Hapoel Jerusalem. Hope you're enjoying this, folks. It's a classic. It's the Basketball Champions League.
If we get back, we can't stay over there. We got to switch there. We got to pass the foot level on the floor. It's okay, we got good. No, we get good chance. Attack of this rebound and go back for the Who is guarding you? Hey, the ref is watching, he's grabbing me every time. Hey, Vinny, coach. You're on 33 right now, 33. Yeah, that's your one. 33, everybody. We can go. Tell me 3 bucks. Also, when they go feet down, maybe let the ball get handle. Right, handle, and then when the quick ball, and then you spend the net.
There's Szymon Shivchek knocking down a three and thanking who's ever above. Gave him the inspiration to do that. And Felding, that was a nice move. Going an angle with that left-hand dribble and just stepping back and knocking down the three. And Coach Katash, he's going to need all his experience and guile to get Hapoel Jerusalem through this game and back to the top of Group B in the Basketball Champions League regular season. Thomas, Shivchek in front of him. Felding from deep for three, nothing but net. Extraordinary range from James Felding. That is a 4-point play if they had the line there. Brilliant stuff from both teams. Chris Dow for Wloclawek. Szymon offering the screen, still players in front. Chris Dow wants to go alone. Penetrate, kick, big three. No good. For Christoph Salima. Jerusalem can tie the game or take the lead yet again. Jacoban Brown. Double teamed to Sean Thomas. And a defensive foul. Good effort by Sokolowski. But no charge. Here's a defensive foul. Second foul for Sokolowski. Second foul for Polish team. Jerusalem yet to commit a foul in this quarter. Velding. An offensive foul by last week's MVP to Sean Thomas, who up until this point had an excellent game. 17 points tonight. 8 of 11 from the field to Sean Thomas, but that is an offensive foul. It's his first. Referees call the contact so tight, especially on the screens. Roten left hand with a crushing dunk all over Hapoel Jerusalem right there. Just out of nothing, he took off and threw it down. Tony Roten going to work. Nearly another dunk. Thomas back outside for three. No good. Wow, what a moment for us to witness at the Hala Mistral right there. He just started in first gear, went into overdrive, and all over. I think it was John Holland who he dunked on. Ball's loose, but then Roten can do that, trying to find that eye of a needle pass, and he turns it over. Jacoban Brown, penetrate kick, back outside, Brown. Brown high, and he can't get it to go. High floating shot. Shivchik in conversation now with the ref. Let's see what's happened here. Well, Tony Roten has made contact with, for sure, with Jacoban Brown. Four-point lead for Wloclawek. Breathtaking encounter of epic proportions between these two teams, and it's just the regular season. I said earlier in the commentary, this feels like a playoff game. A lot of that is to do with the Hala Mistral. Whenever you come here, the experience is so positive, the crowd is so not loud, and I think teams enjoy coming here and playing in this atmosphere, and the game is just of a high level. Lido, deep three, is good! Just a 1-2 punch from possibly the best 1-2 combination in the Basketball Champions League. Roten to Lido, quick three, 5-point lead for Wloclawek. Lido up to 19 points. Shivchik with the foul. It's his second. Now committed against Kupsas. Velding. Shot clock's going down. They got to put it up. Kupsas does, and he gets the roll. Jump hook is good for the 28-year-old Lithuanian. 3-point lead, Wloclawek. Tony Roten uses the screen from Shivchik. He's going to shoot the line drive three, and he does knock it down with aplomb. He's loving this, Tony Roten. Shots up for three, and the answer is by Bramo this time. Suleiman Bramo, 52% for Jerusalem, 41% for Wloclawek from behind the arc. Roten is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Roten just drives hard, keeps the ball on his right side, and he just finishes with that reverse layup from the right, and it's so tough to guard, and Bramo commits his 4th foul. Tony Roten was the first freshman at Washington to be on the all-first team in the Pac-12. Played at the Grizzlies, the Knicks, and the G League, and he knocks down the free throws. And he was with Kalev last year in Estonia in the VTB United League and the Estonian League. But what a find for Wloclawek and the Basketball Champions League. Leaning pass, nice pass inside, but Kupsas couldn't get it to go. He went with his right hand from the left. Left hand might have been better. Roten. Oh, and he was expecting Sokolowski to move, and that is what you can get from Roten. There was no way Sokolowski was going to get that. But he makes the incredible dunk, and since then, to take the roof off the building, and then since then he's made a big 3, but also a couple of turnovers. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for Tony Roten. One of many top-level displays tonight. Quick pass inside, beautiful play. 3-man game with the assist from Blatt. So last week's MVP to Sean Thomas, and if this carries on, I feel possibly the MVP for this game day will come from this game. Lido with a step back is just short. And yet again, Jerusalem can tie the game with a 3. Felding. To Sean Thomas, Felding, he's in range. Blatt, pass is intercepted. Shivchek was right there yet again, right place, right time. Chris Dow throws it inside. And the throw down by Lido. Good point by Roten, saying throw it into Ricky. And he catches it, and there's a foul called. 3:41 remaining in the 4th. Blatt's 3rd foul, all the way out to Shivchek. Roten will take the handoff. The creator of havoc, if you're on the other team. Roten step back for 3 is no good. Chris Dow tries to knock it loose, and Coach Katash is not happy with that at all. His jacket's off, the sleeves are rolled up. I think he wants to get out there, and a player of his quality, as I described pre-game, would not go amiss on the court tonight, especially for Jerusalem, who are 3 down at the moment. Eurobasket top scorer in 1998 was that man right there, David Oded Katash. Shivchek, ball's knocked loose. Ricky Lido in motion. Lido off the glass. He's strong, and he's so good. 5-point lead, ticking down to 3 minutes remaining in the 4th. Left-hand layup is good. Thomas showing that he can handle the ball in traffic. That was a tough move for Tashawn Thomas. Points in the paint, 58-32 in favour of Wloclawek. Tony Roten again with a turnover. Throw down, Bramo. And just like that, it's a 1-point game and a careless turnover by Tony Roten, the handoff. And Roten just didn't get his hands on that handoff from Sokolowski, and Bramo took full advantage and throws it down. Timeout. Anwil Wloclawek.
When you get the ball, it's easy to dribble and stop. They're going to make offensive foul when you give them a handoff. Tony, when you pass, Ricky, Sean. So Chris, when and you come here, come this way, and stop, stay still, so that they cannot go under and they cannot hit you. So when Tony gets the ball, you bully them, Ricky goes to the corner, you make a play screen and cut. Okay? Alright? Tony, you have to dribble in here. So when Chris takes a screen, go for a handoff, and you dribble it. Dribble it, keep him strong. Okay?
Cheerleaders, Wloclawek.
Let's go! Hey,
Here's some of the highlights. Stars among stars playing tonight. Wherever you look on both teams, and Bremo with the latest good play for Jerusalem. Neither team can shake the other one off. Just a reminder, Jerusalem go top with a win tonight of Group B. As for Anwil Wloclawek, as I said, a bit more complicated for them. If they win, they go to 6 and 5. They'll definitely go up one place to 5th. And they'll be on the same win-loss. But they are, and they're throw down. They broke the press so easy, and Sean Jones with the throwdown. But there'll be a tiebreaker between them, Rastavector and San Pablo Burgos. All on 6 and 5. If Wloclawek win, step back, tough step back for Feldin. 96-93 Wloclawek lead, just over 2 minutes remaining. Lido, big three on the way, but 2 flat. And Chris Dow getting in amongst the Jerusalem defenders and getting the offensive rebound. Temir Blatt with another foul. That's his 4th. That's his 5th, excuse me. And Blatt is out, so their #1 assist man for the season so far, with 5 assists tonight, is out of the game. How is that going to affect Jerusalem? Lido strong to the hoop, but no good, gets his own offensive rebound. And commits an offensive foul. Just a little bit over-eager there. Ricky Lido just let things happen. He was going up against 2 or 3 defenders. Lido and Roten, they're so good. They got so much self-confidence. They don't believe anyone can stop them, whether there's 1, 2 or 3 players in front of them. So Jerusalem inside on the pick and roll, splitting the defense in half to Sean Thomas with another 2-pointer, and the easiest one he will have all night, I suspect. 1-point lead, Wloclawek. Who's going to remain calm? Roten all the way to the hoop, and Sean Thomas tried to challenge the shot, but couldn't do it. Tony Roten marches on for Wloclawek. 3-point lead. Into the corner, shots up, and it's good for Feldin. You cannot leave him open, and even if he's not open, he's more than likely to make the shot, and yet again, he knocks it down. 23 points for Feldin, 7 of 10 from behind the arc. Extraordinary stats. Tony Roten gets to the hoop. Just both teams cannot stop each other. Wloclawek first to get to 100. Tony Roten at the 4 yet again. He's up to 28 points. Jacoban Brown, standstill 3. Jerusalem take the lead by 1. What a game. What a play. You can't step off him. Tony Roten just stepped away. Hands down, man down. And it rung true yet again. Roten. Is he going to try and do it himself? He does, but that's off. And is that one shot too many for Roten? We shall see. Jacoban Brown. 5 seconds between game and shot clock. 1-point lead for Jerusalem. And Chris Dow commits the foul. Just decided to make the foul at half court. Wloclawek in team fouls. Crucial moments. But whatever happens, Wloclawek will have a chance to get a score. Will have a chance of getting a score. Are we going to need overtime in the thriller at the Halle Mistral? Jacob Brown. Brown, former Plinar Karsiaka, ICE Athens, played all round Europe, and now with Hapoel Jerusalem since 2018, and won wherever he's been. He's made both free throws. Cool as you like, Jacob Brown. And it's a timeout, Anwil Wloclawek. Jacob Brown, 21 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. Let's listen in to Coach Milicic.
Right here. Go. Shot. Double. In the same moment, when he's gonna get the ball, you make a fake this way. Then he was playing here on top. And I want you to go to goal. Go this way. Pass the ball. You have give and go. For each quick two, and we do foul. Hey, we go on, don't press, try to make a steal. If you don't have that, just attack, try to go for 3-point shot. Attack him on the job set.
Here's some of the highlights, and they broke the press really well. Did Anwil Wloclawek on that occasion, and Tony Roten, and then with a score, and then a big-time three from the corner by Feldine, a quick pass. And then Jacob Brown with a standstill deep three. Just amazing performances all over the rosters tonight of these two great teams. So, 3-point lead for Jerusalem. Anwil Wloclawek have advanced the ball. And all the way across. They're trapped in the corner, leaning shot. It's in and out. Ball's loose. They've got a foul. And there is a foul called. Tough shot from the corner. Sean Jones just couldn't get hold of it, and there was a foul by Sokolowski on Bramall. So Solomon Bramall has a chance to step to the line for the first time tonight and potentially win this game for Hapoel Jerusalem. He's 83.3% from the free throw line. And he's made the first. It's 21 of 25. 22 of 26 now for the season, and that is a big-time free throws. Roten with a quick three, throws it up, defensive rebound, offensive rebound, put back, there's still time. The defensive rebound was lost. Sean Jones pounced on it, and it's a 3-point lead to Hapoel Jerusalem, and they will have the ball. And they will be able to opt to inbound it in the front court. Let's listen in to the timeout.
Dave, Joe, John, Dave, and Jamie. Jamie taking the ball. Dave. Dave, right there. John, you start there. James, you. Alright? We go regular start game, then you sleep before games go. You sleep and you get the ball in. Right? You go ahead. You can wait, but then you do quick action. James, so, and if you have no help, wait. In the middle. Lobby here. Exactly. Lobby today. I'm catching at home. Wrong.
And what can Anwil Wloclawek do here? They're going to have to get a steal and a quick three to tie the game. Surely, Hapoel Jerusalem have just about done enough now. They're in the front court. But a steal and a quick three will tie the game for Wloclawek. Great drama here, right to the final buzzer. Jacoban Brown, can he get it in? He does, and it's a quick foul. 0.4 seconds on the clock. We'll have to look to see exactly what is going to be put on the clock. And if Holland can make one of these two, he will put the game beyond doubt. And what a great performance by him. 8 of 10 from the field, 23 points. 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Jacoban Brown, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, 21 points. James Fielding, 23 points, 8 assists. To Sean Thomas, 23 points. Same amount of points as last week. He was 100% from the field. This week, he's just 11 of 14 from the field. So, outstanding performances from the main players from Jerusalem. John Holland. He's 2 of 2 from the line tonight so far. And Jerusalem have made some massive free throws down the stretch here tonight. They've made every one that they required to get the lead and retain it right at the end of the game. And Holland, nothing but net on every free throw taken. And the ball's in, and that is the end of the game. And what a performance in the end by Hapoel Bank. You have Jerusalem. Final score, Anwil Wloclawek 102, Hapoel Jerusalem 107. What a feast of basketball, and somehow Hapoel Jerusalem came from behind and still the show on the road here in Poland. And they go to the top of Group B, overtaking AEK Athens, who lost last night. As for Anwil Wloclawek, that's 2 games on the spin they've lost. And it's a tough one to swallow. They had control of the game for large parts, but they just couldn't shake Jerusalem off. But there was some incredible shooting by both teams and top-level plays. And let's go home, they're saying in the Jerusalem huddle. And they've come and done a job, and they have completed a great win here at the Hala Mistral. Dejected-looking players. They go to 5 and 6, and Jerusalem will go to 8 and 3 after 11 games. 3 game days to go. Nothing will be decided, I'm sure, until the final game day. Here's the statistics. 53% from behind the arc, 17 of 32, 21 of 31 from 2, 93% from the line, that's Jerusalem, 90% from the line for Anwil Wloclawek, 23 rebounds to 36, 18 assists to 29 in favour of Jerusalem. Great job sharing the ball. Suzman Shevchuk, the captain, always got time for the fans. And there's the top scorers: Roten, Lido, Jones, Holland, Felding, Thomas. Jones with the least out of those scores of 18 points. 28 and 25 lead the way for Tony Roten for Wloclawek, and 25 for John Holland, who again, 2 games in the Basketball Champions League, 25 points and 17 points last week. And he looks a real find for Jerusalem. And Tony Roten, some great play, but also some sloppy play as John Holland gets the steal off the superb steal. And then Lido misses the shot and then gets back outside for the 3. And just coming to a stop, pulling up at the free throw line was Jacobin Brown, and then 3 pointers from Feldine, 7 of 10 from behind the arc, 5 of 7 for John Holland, 3 of 4 for Jacobin Brown. Tamir Blatt fouling out, so just top plays wherever you looked tonight. And a high-scoring affair, 107 to 102 in favour of Hapoel Jerusalem. So Sean Thomas again playing a superb performance following his MVP exploits last week. 23 points with 100%. This week, 23 points, 78.5% from the line, from the field. Tony Roten there, left hand finish. Then he becomes an assist maker for Shevchuk. But the shots kept raining down from both teams. Left hand dribble to the side and pull up Jay, then miles out. Feldine for 3. Tony Roten with the play of the game, I would suggest. That is a ferocious slam. And then Ricky Lido, not long after that, with a 3. And then Roten, but a couple of turnovers by Roten. Unfortunate ones at really important times. 4 turnovers for Roten. Just 11 turnovers. Excuse me, that's 14 turnovers. 4 turnovers for Tony Roten. And as the highlights just kept coming, but Jerusalem kept sharing the ball. 29 assists for them tonight, which is superb achievement. And they have shot makers, but they've got playmakers as well. Excellent performance by both teams, but Jerusalem now sit atop Group B. Anwil Wloclawek go up to 5th. They're on the same win-loss as Texas Banderma. 1 game behind Rasta Vector and San Pablo Burgos. I hope you've enjoyed this breathtaking Basketball Champions League offering. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. My name's Graham Hiscott. I'm signing off. Good night.
Koniec drugiej partii, 58, Anwil Wloclawek, 54. Hapoel Wloclawek, Jerozolima. Taki mały wynik. Po 20 minutach wygrywa strzała. Panie Mistrzu, dziękuję Państwu bardzo za przybycie na dzisiejszy mecz. Za oglądanie tego pasjonującego wielopisa w kamerze oraz stawicy. Najlepszy punkt dla gości 20. Sorry.